Oh, yes. Uh-huh. I'm just trying to get my phone to work the way that it should. I I was thinking that maybe somebody would want to contribute to my needs for an attorney. Yes. So I went to the GoFundMe site. Yeah. It seems that the city. Oh, look at Google now. Something I didn't want to have happen. Yes. Keeps interrupting everything that I'm doing. Yeah. It looks like the city of Port Angeles has set up a GoFundMe site for putting a fence around the Veterans location where they have the Veterans Park downtown. Yes, I happen to know a few of the persons that oftentimes sit there. Well, I went to GoFundMe and I thought, you know what? Maybe we should put a fence around it. I mean, there's a lot of graffiti and a lot of veterans are concerned about exactly what's happening in the downtown, and quite often putting a fence around different locations is helpful at preserving those locations. Because I was reading the Peninsula Daily News article. Yeah. But my concern was that, cities raising funds, and it's probably the Veterans Organization that does it, the VFW. Yes. And a lot of veterans, they take it very seriously. Obviously, they served in the military, and there's this concern that they don't want the place to look bad. They want to restore it back to its original condition. And maybe you should go to GoFundMe. Oh, and they're looking for $17,000. Yes. It says sleep after 2 minutes of activity. That wasn't 2 minutes. So I thought, well, maybe I should open a GoFundMe account. So I'm reading through the various amounts of information about how it works, and considering I didn't get any notice in 2011 and my sons are kidnapped and I've sent 2,600,000 emails, it looks like nobody, yes, is going to enforce my right to have an attorney. Yeah. But maybe somebody's concerned about civil rights, or children being exploited, or police officers arresting me for false arrest or false imprisonment. And I thought, well, every one of these websites that provides a service, right, they have to generate income somehow. And knowing what the credit card expenses are, yes, 2.99% or 2.9% is not out of the actual realm of what retailers pay for credit card transactions because it's a point of sale. Yes, it is. Hmm. And 30 cents a transaction, I figured out, if let's say you gave $10, yes, that's 2.9%, 3% on $10 is 30 cents. Yes, 10% would be a dollar. Another 30 cents, you're only paying 6% on the actual donation itself. So it's reasonable, yes, because credit card providers, they process these transactions. Oh, And I thought, well, it's so good that so many people are able to raise funds to help cover the costs of whatever it is they're experiencing, or maybe the VFW or various cities, counties, states, and tribal governments. Yes, have decided that they'll go ask for charity to support whatever it is that they're wanting to support. Because it was a city council meeting, and when the city council's on the fence about a fence and somebody goes to GoFundMe, you can actually make it aware to a lot more people. I mean, it's like a campaign. Yes. And I got to thinking about campaigning and how you use the city council right now. So you had a city council meeting, yes, and the city doesn't have enough money, and there's this big concern about the homeless that happen to sit in that location. How there's a disrespect, right, for the actual bell itself. But knowing what I know about homelessness, I noticed the city has removed a lot of benches. There used to be a bench over there by the old Salvation Army. Yes. Then there was the bench that was in front of the Masonic Temple. Yeah. And there seemed to be this real push, yes, to move the homeless out of the city. Yes, moved them out on 18th Street. It's approximately Well, it's actually 10,000 steps from the Safeway. It's 3.5 miles. Yeah. And when it's cold in the morning or it's raining, there's only a certain number of locations that are actually covered where you can sit. Yes. Now, I myself have been homeless for quite a long time. And for some reason, obstructing my email so that you don't get sued. Because I did email a lot of attorneys about pro bono representation. And it seemed to me that when I'm not given any notice or opportunity to be heard, and then you gave custody of my sons to my wife, yeah, that there might be other individuals that would contribute to my charitable needs. Right, right. The indigent, pauper, homeless man. Now, just looking at it, yes. See, it says that we've seen you here before. Let's make things official. Yes. And I thought, well, actually, I'd never been to the GoFundMe website. Poop. And so you'd never seen me before. And when I thought about it, I was like, no, this is the first time I've ever been there before. you know, this interruption medium corporation. Yes. It's nice that you are kind of that medium between the actual GoFundMe website and then there's what's known as to make medium work. Yes. We log user data and share it with service providers. Poop. Click sign up above to accept Medium's terms of service and privacy policy. Yes. Well, I thought, well, you're kind of lying to me because that was the first time I'd ever been on that website. Yes. I don't think I've ever been. So you've never seen me before. No. Mm-mm. But you want to make it official. Yes, you do. Now I could use Google or I could use Facebook. That's right. And I kind of thought, you know what? I probably could open a GoFundMe site and I could email all the individuals and I could put it on Facebook and I could put it in my drives and I could put all these videos that I've been putting on YouTube for the last 3 years and 8 months. But for some reason, somebody's going to obstruct me again. Well, when you really think about it, when you say that you've seen me before, but you've never seen me, yes. See, I went through the various instructions on how to use the website, right? And I realized I don't have a bank account. That's correct. Yes. But there's nothing to say I couldn't get a bank account, is there? Pouch.